All right. So, hey guys. I know I said in my last video that I would make the new video tomorrow or the next day, but kind of went down on some really crazy times. Not really gonna talk about it too much. It is kind of personal. It's not as bad as you might think, but it just kind of killed a lot of motivation for me to do anything really. Um, so yeah, sorry about that. I'm gonna try to at least make a video right now, really, really quickly, because there's a lot of stuff that's happened ever since I last made a video about hockey. My last video was about like what 2 weeks ago. Yeah, it's 2 weeks ago, and basically, just addressing the fact that haters will not slow this channel down because they won't, because this is a hockey channel. I mean, like that one video that blew up. I specifically labeled it non-hockey talk. This is primarily a YouTube or a hockey YouTube channel, and I already got a dislike on it, which of course I know there's still going to be a lot of those people around that will still hate me for my opinion on that whole thing. Again, I'm having to talk about this again because it just won't ever escape my channel. Like, can I just do my crap in peace? Like, can I just make hockey videos in peace? Like, I don't want to be labeled as that channel. Like I just want to make hockey videos. That's all I want to do. I mean, if there's another thing that pisses me off, I'll make a video on that. But primarily, this is a hockey channel. Hockey, Blackhawks. You know. So yeah, I'm primarily a Blackhawks fan, but I will cover as many teams as I can. But primarily, I do like to talk about the Blackhawks. Speaking of the Blackhawks, there have been a lot of crap going on in sports lately with the Washington Redskins changing their name and changing their branding because the sponsors pulled the Redskins merchandise off the shelves, and basically they're like, we're not gonna sell this crap unless you change your name. So now they're changing their name, and we don't know what it's going to be. The Red Wolves would be pretty cool, but again, there's still a lot of options. They still need to design a whole bunch of other stuff for it, and it's going to take time. It's not going to, they can't just change their name overnight. It's got to be a gradual thing. So for the people that are just like, like, oh, they're still tweeting under this name, this is proof that they don't care about this kind of crap. It's going to take more than just a week. All right, guys, just calm down. But yeah, the Blackhawks are sticking with their name because it is not a caricature of Native American history. Because let's face it, the Blackhawks weren't named after Black Hawk. I mean, they're indirectly named after Black Hawk, but it was because the owner and the person who made the team back in the 20s, 1926, the owner, Frederick McLaughlin, he served in World War One under a machine gun battalion, I believe it was. It was some battalion in World War One, and it was like the 86th Infantry Division, and they were named the Black Hawk Division after Chief Black Hawk, who, is a huge historical figure in Illinois history. I mean, makes sense to call them the Blackhawks. And they're not some sort of like derogatory name or anything. They're clearly just called the Blackhawks. I don't see how that's and my phone is buzzing. I'm gonna go ahead and throw it there real quick. Actually, that might make a little bit more noise. Just put it down there. Okay. So yeah, it's not derogatory. It's not a caricature by any means. So I'm glad that Chicago is saying that they're gonna stick with this. They're gonna stick with this name. And honestly, there's still like a lot of support from Native people. Like I saw the Blackhawks on their Facebook. They changed their profile picture and stuff, and it says all for one and everything. And then there's like a whole bunch of outpouring support from Native people in the comments below, saying like, oh, like they're in full on like Native outfits and everything with like the feathers and all that stuff. And then there's like a kid right next to them wearing a Blackhawks jersey, and it's just like, yeah, this this organization has done well with representing Native. It's something like that. I like, don't take my word for it. Like, they basically were like, yeah, we support the fact that you still you're still considering to call this team the Blackhawks, because we don't like we don't paint this image in a negative way. I mean, the Blackhawks do a lot of they tried a lot to educate people about, you know, Native history and all that stuff, and they, you know, donate, you know, money, like millions of dollars, to like foundations and stuff like that. They do a lot of stuff with the Native community and all that stuff. So, you know, they're not just like, oh, we'll just name ourselves, you know, the Indians, or we'll name ourselves the Redskins, and we don't really care, it's just a name, blah blah blah, you know. So but yeah, anyways, with that out of the way, I also missed talking about the Edmonton and Toronto being the hub cities. It was between Edmonton, Toronto, Vegas, and Chicago. Vegas was dropped due to rising COVID-19 numbers, and Chicago, I guess they just wanted to use. I guess they just wanted to use Toronto instead, because Toronto, it's a better place for money, you know, and of course the NHL could use as much money as they can right now. Also, yesterday, there was video of Edmonton's Rogers Place completely just flooding. Seems like one of the panels on the roof broke, and Edmonton had a huge storm, and it all just started flooding out into one of the entrances. Someone speculated that it might have been the south entrance of the Rogers Place. But yeah, that's I mean, it's not that big of a deal, as long as they can fix it up within a couple weeks before, you know, the teams are supposed to head to their cities, their hub cities, you know, in the bubble and everything. It should be fine, honestly. So Edmonton, Toronto, hub cities. I also need to cover Seattle. Okay, so the see, oh, that fell. Gravity just hates everything, doesn't it? Okay. So Seattle, their arena has a name before their team does, and it's honestly, we're probably gonna get the Redskins' new name, the Washington Redskins' new name, before Seattle gets their team name, because it's just like, it's been so long. We've been waiting probably like 2 years for this, and they still don't have their name, their name, and like their arena has a name. Now, here I have one giant problem with this name. So Amazon bought the naming rights to the arena, and they named it Climate Pledge Arena. Like, I get you want to spread awareness about, you know, global warming and, you know, climate change and everything, but do you really need to rename something like the famous Seattle Coliseum to Climate Pledge Arena? I mean, like, yes, in our hearts, it's still the Seattle Coliseum, or you can call it Key Arena if you want. Climate Pledge Arena, just like, I'm not gonna lie, it sounds incredibly stupid. I mean, Seattle's the Emerald City, so, you know, why not just think about something like emeralds are green? Why don't you think of something with that? You know, emerald, green, Emerald City, like the Emerald City Arena or something, or the Emerald Green, or I don't freaking know, something like that. Don't just straight up go, oh, we're the Climate Pledge Arena. I mean, it's, okay, it's pretty cool that, you know, all their energy is like, you know, it's green energy and it's like zero carbon emissions and whatnot. But to name it Climate Pledge Arena, that's just a little bit too much, because then you're probably gonna be it's probably gonna be like the Seattle Zero Carbons or some crap like that, and it's like, oh sheesh, you know, I don't know, it's that's just my opinion on that. Okay, let's see here. Right, so draft lottery. I still need to get on that, because like I said, it's been a month since my last, you know, hockey video on here. So draft lottery. Now the draft lottery, there is a lot of crap being stirred up right now, because no one knows who gets the number one pick yet, because so the top three, I believe it was it Ottawa, yeah, Ottawa gets number 3, LA gets number 2, and then one of the 8 teams that gets knocked out of the play-in series, they're going to get the number 1 pick. And we have no idea who that is. Granted, Chicago is guaranteed top 10 regardless. We're guaranteed a top 10 pick, which is pretty awesome. But the fact that one of the play-in teams is going to get number one pick, we need to hope that all the good teams play well and don't get eliminated, you know? So it's like right now, Chicago versus Edmonton, that's a bit of a debate right now, because it's just like, on one hand, I would love to see Chicago go on a playoff run and, you know, prove to the NHL that we still have it, that our core is still good and everything. But then on second thought, it's just like, what if we knock out Edmonton? If we knock out Edmonton, they have a chance of getting a number one pick again. You remember, like, hockey fans will remember when they got the number one pick like 3 years in a row or 4 years in a row or some stupid stuff like that. I mean, they got like, what? They got Taylor Hall, Connor McDavid. Well, not in that order. They got Taylor Hall, Connor McDavid, Nail Yakupov, Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. I think Leon Draisaitl was number 3. So they've had a lot of like top 3 picks. In fact, a lot of just number 1 overall picks. So do we beat Edmonton and give them another chance of getting number 1 again? Or do we just decide, hey, we're going to just, you know, we're just not going to win against Edmonton so they don't have a chance of getting number 1 again. But then that means we can't go in the playoffs. But then it's just like, we have a chance to draft Lafreniere. Like, heck, like, that would be amazing to draft Lafreniere. So, yeah, it's the same thing with, like, me and, like, my fandom towards New York. It's just, like, the Rangers anyway. Like, the Rangers, they were on a tear the last month and a half of the regular season. I mean, they were just going nuts. And now it's just like, do we make a playoff run, or do we just decide to lose against Carolina and then draft Lafreniere? Because, oh my gosh, the Rangers were on a giant run in the last month or so of the regular season before it shut down. So, yeah, that's pretty crazy. I'll definitely make a video when that happens. But yeah, let's see, another thing. Right, speaking about when hockey is coming, you know, speaking about the playoffs, hockey is coming back August 1st. And thank goodness the CBA, the collective bargaining agreement, that's been extended until 2026. So there will be no labor disputes, and there is so we have another 5-6 years of hockey until we might have a lockout again, which I hope again doesn't happen. So I'm really glad that we extended that the CBA. You know, amid all the, you know, coronavirus and, you know, all the stuff and the just tons of money being lost because of it. I'm glad something happened. I'm pretty sure something about like the cap staying at $81.5 million until something happens. I forgot exactly what the details were. You're gonna have to look it up. I don't remember too much. But yeah. So yeah, lots of stuff that's been happening in hockey. Plus the Blackhawks signing Ian Mitchell and Pia Suter, I believe. I don't remember their names off the top of my head. Again, I don't know. I finally just had the you know, the motivation to just get a video out there, because it's been a while. I said that I would have made a video like 2 weeks ago and I didn't make it, so, you know, here it is now. But yeah, hopefully, you know, stuff goes back to normal, and, you know, I don't have to make any other videos about other stuff. Again, someone disliking my video on the fact that, you know, I said haters and trolls won't slow this channel, they won't. They really won't. They're just words on a computer screen. Like, they're just not, like, whatever. You know, like, I'm way past the point of caring about what other people say about me. You know, this is a hockey channel. Why are you going out and hating on a hockey channel just because I made one video that apparently you don't like? Okay, the video blew up. Okay, it's my second most watched video. It's got over 1,000 views, and it's got a lot of stuff going on about it. Okay, I just wanted to make a video because it was my opinion, and I was just kind of steamed about all the stuff that's happening. So yeah, that was just one video. Like, the rest of my stuff, it's all hockey content. At least most of it is. I do want to upload some more gaming content because I've been playing a lot of Valorant lately, and you know, I'm pretty good at it. But yeah, so I don't know, like it's weird. So, but yeah. Anyways, um, yeah, people are just gonna keep hating on a hockey video or hockey channel. I mean, it's don't really worry about it too much. It's gonna happen. You know, can't really do anything about it. Dislikes, I don't really care about dislikes, honestly. Like they don't really do anything. It's just a dislike bar. Like, okay, you're gonna come to my video and hit a dislike. You're still gonna give me a view. I don't care. But yeah, anyways, so yeah, this should be one of the last. This should be the last time I ever talk about any of that stuff. Hopefully, we should be back to the regular content here, and hopefully, I'm back to making videos. As you've noticed in the past, if you scroll through my videos, I've gone through a lot of personal problems lately. Lately, as in like the past year and a half or so, there have been times where I needed to make videos about me saying like, oh, you know, this is the reason why I'm not going to be making too many videos right now, blah blah blah, and all that stuff. So yeah, but hopefully, again, this should be the last time I talk about this. I know I said it, you know, in videos before, but this should be the last time I talk about that video. I'll just let that video do its own thing. It's way over right now. Like all that stuff, it's over. It's completely past us. Now I'm trying to move on. I hope other people do the same thing. I made one video. Big deal. Okay? Big deal. But yeah. So yeah, anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope I didn't bore you guys out with all that other stuff. And yeah, go ahead and let me know what you think in the comments down below about all this stuff, considering I had a lot to talk about. So understandably, this video is going to be long, but I tried my best to make it as quick as possible. But yeah, so anyways, with that said, hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys later.